15. I got myself a little bit of a lead last night, so I haven't written yet today, but this is why. He's been needy. So we're gonna go on a little walk and then we're gonna write. It's only 5 o'clock here, but the sun is already setting. It's kind of strange. It is day 15. I'm heading to work. I haven't written yet today. I feel like I say that every morning because I've been writing at night, mainly after my baby goes to bed. So I might plan a little bit during the day and like outline the scene I'm gonna write, but I haven't actually been writing until like 10 o'clock, which isn't awesome because I feel like I probably need to start a little sooner because I end up exhausted. Like, I didn't go to bed last night until like 1 in the morning. I edited the video and posted it and then wrote my words. So that took a while, but it's okay. I think this NaNoWriMo experience has changed my opinion of outlining a little bit, just because I thought before that outlining took all the fun out of writing, because I think my favorite part is planning and plotting, and I felt like that kind of, the fun was over after I outlined. But then I realized that if I outline before I write, then I'm able to do more things like add description and think more about the words that I'm writing versus what's going to happen next, because I know what's going to happen next, so I can focus on the other things which are equally as fun for me. So that's been, I've liked that. So I live in Georgia, like northeast Georgia, and since the election it's been super smoky. Like, there are fires in the Appalachian Mountains, and the smoke has spread like all throughout a few states, and it's just the eeriest thing. And it's weird not to equate it to the election, just because there's so much going on right now, and our world is like completely clouded by this smoke, and it smells like a bonfire constantly, which usually is a scent that I enjoy, but it's just kind of weird. So I just stopped at Starbucks on my way to work, and the line was really long, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late. I was like, it's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna get a red cup and it'll pep me up, put me in the Christmas spirit. I get my cup. What is this? I also tried to get a skinny peppermint mocha, and they were out of peppermint. So basically, the world is going crazy. And now I'm gonna have to be late to class, and I can't tell my students that I was late because I had to get Starbucks because I thought that a stupid red cup would cheer me up. That's not a good excuse for being late to class. I feel like this should be one of those times where I step back and think about, like, if this is the most stressful part of my day so far, then I have it pretty easy. So that's what I'm gonna think about. I'm not gonna worry about being 10 minutes late to class, and I'm not gonna worry about this stupid red cup, and I'm going to focus on that I'm doing NaNoWriMo after a few years of not doing it and feeling really bad about it. So I'm really happy that I'm spending every day doing what I want to do and getting that much closer to my goal. I'm gonna keep it positive. I've been thinking today about why I'm so drawn to NaNoWriMo and how it helps me. And this was kind of, I started thinking about this after I watched Jesse the Reader's video on why he's not doing NaNoWriMo anymore. And he had an interesting argument that he felt like he was just pouring words onto the page and it wasn't helping him. Like, it wasn't going how he wanted it to go. The words weren't up to his standard. And I feel like a lot of people experience that, but I also feel like there's something legitimate in just writing as much as you can. Even if it's just building your confidence in yourself as a writer, that's how it can really help. If you already have that intrinsic motivation to write every day and you have no problem keeping up with that, then yeah, I can see how there's really no reason for you to do NaNoWriMo if you're already doing it every day, other than as kind of like a personal challenge. But I feel like there's a lot of value in the program, and it helps people that feel like maybe they're wasting their time if they're writing every day. Like sometimes I could feel like that when I had a ton of other stuff to do, especially when I was teaching. I felt like whenever I would write, I was taking away time from something that I could be doing, like lesson planning or grading. So that's why I think it's a really useful tool, and that's why I've been so interested in it these past 5 or 6 years. And I can write outside of NaNoWriMo, and I do. It's not consistent, and every year I set the goal to write every day, and every year I just find myself busy with other things. But I don't want to be that person that every December 31st looks back and thinks, I should have written more this year. I could have done so much more. Every year is passing and I don't have like a second draft of anything. And that's really depressing. So at least this December 31st, I'll have something under my belt.
This is probably one of the best dishes I've had today, which is great. Congrats.
So we are halfway done with NaNoWriMo. So to celebrate, I'm gonna look back at the other 2 years I did NaNoWriMo and compare how I'm doing this year with those years. So my first year of NaNoWriMo, I had just under 25,000 words at the halfway point. I don't know why I didn't just keep going and write to 25,000 words. I was really close. I had 24,528 words on day 15. I ended up catching up the next day. I wrote on a blog post, I feel like I will feel safer when I hit 25,000 words, but honestly, I'm worried that my story is going to end at like 40,000 words. I really hope I can churn out more, but I know for sure I'm over halfway done with the book. I've covered a lot of it. There's only like 2 major scenes left to write. So that was my first year. My second year, oh boy. My second year, I had 20,363 words on day 15. I wrote, I feel blocked right now. Like I truly understand the meaning of writer's block. I need to talk to someone about my story, but right now I'm just sitting here hating it. So I am doing a lot better this year. It's going a lot smoother. I don't feel like I'm at the halfway point yet. I feel like I might be getting close to it, but it is a big improvement from the previous 2 years. So right now I'm sitting at 25,033 words. I'm still like barely over the word goal for the day, but I'm okay with that. Happy halfway point, everyone. I hope you are getting in all your words and that you've made it to the halfway point so far. I hope that you are not hating your stories like I was the first 2 years I did NaNoWriMo. I will see you again in a couple days.